So, if you've been on the lookout for that perfect launchpad for a career in finance, well, your search might just be over. Today, we are going to dive into a massive opportunity that could be a total game changer for hundreds of job seekers out there.
Now, the company behind all this is a really big one, LIC Housing Finance Ltd, or LICHFL as you'll see it called. We're talking about one of India's largest housing finance companies, so a job here really means stability and growth. And you know what? Right now, they are on the hunt for fresh talent.
And when I say they're hiring, I mean they are really hiring. They're looking to bring on a whopping 180 junior assistants all across the country. Seriously, this is not just a handful of jobs. This is a major recruitment drive.
So, could this be the right move for you? Let's find out. We're going to break down everything: the salary, what you'll actually be doing, who's eligible, and of course, the exact steps you need to take to apply. Let's get right into it.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about the part that, let's be honest, everyone's curious about. The money. What kind of salary can you actually expect as a junior assistant at LICHFL?
So the annual package, your CTC, is pretty impressive for an entry-level role. You're looking at a range from roughly 4.6 to almost 5 lakh rupees per year. The exact amount, as you can see, just depends on which city category you're based in.
But what does that actually mean for your bank account each month? Well, your take-home pay is going to be somewhere between 26,000 and 29,500 rupees. And here's a fantastic perk. You also get about 5,000 rupees in meal coupons on top of that. That really adds up.
And believe it or not, the package gets even better. After a standard 6-month probation period, you unlock some really serious long-term benefits. We're talking gratuity, performance incentives, and even access to a staff housing loan scheme, which is a huge advantage in today's market.
So the pay is solid, no doubt about that. But what will you actually be doing day to day? Let's take a closer look at the junior assistant role itself. Yeah, this is not just some boring desk job. You'll be involved in a little bit of everything. You'll be processing loans, managing data, interacting directly with customers, and even handling some basic marketing. It's honestly the perfect way to get a 360-degree view of the whole housing finance industry.
Okay, so where are all these jobs? Well, the opportunities are nationwide, but the highest number of vacancies are in Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Telangana. So if you happen to be in one of those states, your chances are even higher.
And this is super important, so listen up. When you fill out your application, you have to choose to apply for a vacancy in one specific city from their official list. So make sure you pick a location that really works for you.
Okay, this next part is the big filter. The opportunity is exciting, for sure, but let's make sure you meet the essential requirements before we go any further. So the big question, are you eligible? First up, age. As of April 1st, 2026, you need to be between 21 and 30 years old. To put it simply, this means your birthday has to fall somewhere between April 2nd, 1996 and April 1st, 2005.
Next up, your education. You need a graduate degree, and it can be in any field. But there are two key things to remember here. 1, you need at least 55% aggregate marks, and 2, your final results must be officially declared by April 1st, 2026.
And you really need to pay close attention to this next point, because for some, it's a deal breaker. Your degree must be from a full-time program. LICHFL is very specific that degrees from correspondence, distance learning, or part-time courses will not be considered.
So, you've ticked all the boxes so far. Fantastic. That means you are officially in the running. Now, let's look at the path forward. The two main hurdles you'll need to clear to actually land this job.
The path to getting hired is a really clear two-step process. First, you have to prove your knowledge and your skills in an online exam. Then, if you score high enough, you'll get invited to showcase your personality and prove you're a good fit in a personal interview.
Okay, the online exam is basically a 2-hour sprint. You'll be facing 200 multiple-choice questions, testing you on 5 core areas: English, reasoning, general awareness, numerical ability, and your basic computer skills. Each section has equal weight, so you're going to need to be pretty well-rounded. And hey, here's a pro tip. Be really careful with your guesses. There is a penalty for wrong answers. For every single incorrect response, 0.25 marks will be deducted from your score. So, accuracy is absolutely key here. Okay, you've seen the impressive salary, you get the role, and you know you're eligible. It is time for the final, most important piece of the puzzle: exactly how to apply. Let's walk through your action plan.
This is where you absolutely need to act fast. The application window is incredibly tight.
It opens on April 16th, and it slams shut on April 30th. That's it. You only have 2 weeks, so please do not wait on this. And the exam itself is tentatively planned for the first week of June.
Now, to make the whole application process go smoothly, get your documents ready ahead of time. You're going to need to scan and upload 4 things: a recent photo, your signature, your left thumb impression, and a short handwritten declaration.
Just so you know, there is a non-refundable application fee. It's 800 rupees plus 18% GST, and this payment has to be made online while you're filling out the application.
And there you have it, a complete look at the junior assistant role at LICHFL. With 180 spots open, a really competitive salary, and a clear path to a stable career, this is a truly massive opportunity. So I guess the only real question left is, will you be one of the 180 people to seize it?